Good morning or afternoon, geometry students. Welcome back. This is Mrs. Ziller with more on rhombuses and kites. So for this video, we're actually going to find out a missing diagonal when we know the area. So if you focus on number 7, this tells me that the area of this shape, which is a kite, is 100 yards squared. It tells me that one of the diagonals is 20 yards and the other one is missing. So I just have to work backwards to find out what that missing diagonal is. And I'm just going to kind of call this D1 so I don't get confused. So I know that the area formula for a kite is A equals 1/2 D1 times D2. And so now I'm just going to fill in everything I do know. I know that the area is 100 equals 1/2 times D1. I don't know that. If I want to call it X, I could do that, make it easier. Times D2, which is 20. So 100 equals 1/2 times X times 20. So 1/2 times 20 is 10. And then the X is just still left there. So now when I solve for X, I'm just dividing by 10. And I get that X equals 10 yards. So my diagonal is 10 yards. So this length would be 10. I have a few more practices that I made up for you. So I'm going to flip the page. You're going to have to write these down somewhere in your notebook because they're probably not going to be on Canvas. So you can just write these in your notebook or on a piece of paper. I would pause the video, do the practice, and then come back and look at the answer. Okay, so hopefully you've paused your video. We're looking to find diagonal 1. So I'm always going to write out my formula. 1/2 D1 times D2. And in this case, I know that the area is 20 inches squared. So 20 equals 1/2. Diagonal 1, I don't know that. Since I don't know it, I'm just going to call it X and fill it in there. And diagonal 2 is labeled going across the bottom, so that's 8. I'm going to put those little spots in there so I know that's not a multiplication sign and I lose it somewhere. So 20 equals 1/2 times X times 8. So 1/2 times 8 is 4. The X is still there. And then when I divide by 4, I find out that X equals 5 in inches because that was the one they gave us. All right, so one more for you guys to try. Again, you'll have to copy it down. This one is actually a rhombus, but since the area formula is the same, you're going to do the exact same thing. And in case you can't, hopefully you can read my writing, but this says that the area equals 231 inches squared. And then it's giving me a diagonal going up and down of 22 inches, asking me to find the other diagonal. So again, I would pause the video, do your work, and then come on back and check your answer with me. Okay, so this is our final practice. We know that area equals 1/2 diagonal 1 times diagonal 2. I know that the area is 231, so I'm going to fill in what I know. Area equals 1/2 times diagonal 1, which technically I would know. It's 22. Times diagonal 2, that's what they're asking me to find. I don't know what it is, so I'm going to call it X and put it in the spot it should be in. And then 231 equals 1/2 times 22, which is 11x. And then when I divide by 11, 231 divided by 11, I am actually putting that in the calculator right now because I forgot to do it. 231 divided by 11 is 21. And it did give me inches, so my diagonal is 21 inches. And that is all I have for you, working backwards, finding a missing diagonal when you know the area. I hope you have a fabulous day.